Today, I caught wind of an article in a video showcasing how you can disable Windows Defender. It makes the claim that Defender is not a good antivirus and that, hey, the detection rates are a-okay, but for prevention, it is not a suitable antivirus. Now, for those folks that happen to know me, you might know that I am a huge fan of Windows Defender, and I think it is a great antivirus. So I'm making this video as not, hey, a combative going against this thing. I just kind of wanted to showcase it in a different way. I think the resources that were presented were often in sort of a, hey, telling you about this thing, but not strictly showing it to you. I want to see this thing in action, and I want to bring that to you to see, okay, can we really test this? Is it something that can be so easily disabled from maybe that threat actor perspective? So in this video, I want to showcase this example where we say landed on a target or victim machine. Hey, we're just running as a low privilege user because maybe we got in through a phishing email or brute forcing RDP credentials, what have you. You can kind of go along with that, I hope, but I want to bring this thing to light. And hey, before we move forward, I don't mean to make this as some sort of, hey, bashing or going against that individual or the author behind this video and this article. I just wanted to showcase a different perspective and really see it in action. Please don't go after or make any stink about this. That doesn't reflect well on me or our community. I just kind of want to see, how does this all shake out? Also, super quick note, in this video I'm talking about the free Windows Defender that's installed on every modern Microsoft Windows operating system, not the fancy paid Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, just to clarify. So hopping over to my computer screen, I do have VMware Workstation opened up. I will be working with virtual machines to be able to play with this. In a previous video with some of our Active Directory shenanigans, you might have known I created a base Windows 11 Workstation image. I am going to end up using that. I'm going to go ahead and show you, hey, the snapshot manager. All we have here is just a fresh install with virtual machine or VMware tools installed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clone this and then go create a machine that we can go ahead and play in. Okay, going to fire up this machine. So this Windows 11 machine is created with a just default local administrator account. Again, I'm going to be taking this perspective from a threat actor or a hacker or attacker vantage point, which means we're just going to end up rolling as a low user as you would naturally break into a machine. So for the sake of our sandbox and experiment here, I'm going to go ahead and open up a command prompt run as administrator. That way I can create a low privilege user that would be, oh, the Joe Schmo account that might have gotten phished or had a weak password that was able to be brute forced and compromised by a threat actor. With that, I am actually going to go ahead and restart or reboot so that, hey, everything is flushed out and I'll be able to log back in as that low privilege Joe Schmo user. And we can see if we can disable Defender. Okay, now that that has rebooted, I do have my low privilege account set up here, and I'll go ahead and log in with this password that I created. And before we get started, I do want to create a snapshot so I can always go back to this position, and our low privilege fellow could go back to doing whatever we wanted to accomplish in trying to bypass or disable Defender. Click through some of the user experience crap. Make the font size a little bit bigger so you can all see this. And now we can go ahead and take a snapshot for fresh low privilege user. Okay, so back to the article that is showcasing how you could go ahead and disable Windows Defender and that it is insecure and not a good antivirus. I want to see what are these methods to try and disable Defender. First, you could go ahead and go through the Windows settings and see if you could turn off tamper protection and real-time monitoring. So let's go ahead and jump into that. I will fire up the security settings here over in Windows Security. And again, I'm under the pretense that I don't know anything about this machine. I just landed on it as a threat actor. I want to go ahead and see, oh, can I turn off real-time protection? I need an admin password, which I, as the threat actor, don't happen to know, right? You need the admin credentials to be able to do that. No, okay, so I can't do that. I can't turn off cloud delivered protection. I can't turn off automatic sample submission, and I can't turn off tamper protection, at least through the GUI. I can't do this through this user interface. Okay, so hey, there's a stumbling block number one for me. Let's switch back to the article. Here they're suggesting, oh, you can make these changes in registry, and there's a big long list of things you could go ahead and turn off. These are, hey, the settings that will configure Windows Defender in its internal Windows registry settings. And hey, I'm going to press the I believe button on this and do, okay, everything that it says it will do, sure, theoretically it will do, right? All these tags, all these keys, all these values you could go ahead and set. And it looks like there is a comprehensive list you could go ahead and grab at this location here. So I'm going to go grab this. I'm going to copy all this super duper quick. In fact, it might be even worthwhile. Let's grab this link within the VM itself. Let me fire up Edge. You can tell it's a new virtual machine because I haven't even gotten through this Microsoft Edge banner. Complete setup. Yep. Don't care. Go away. Okay, so here I am on the article within the virtual machine. Let's go ahead and grab that registry and let's try and save this. I'll hit Control S and just slap it on the desktop so I can go ahead and turn this thing on here. Now that has been A-OK to download, and let's see if we can run this. Yep. Always ask before running it. Cool. Oh, let's see. Adding information can unintentionally change or delete values. Do you not trust this? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Ooh. Cannot import the specified files on a registry script. You can only import binary files from within the registry register. Hello? Can I just do that through regedit? Import. Desktop. Key will be stored on top of the key computer. All values will be deleted. Yeah, let's do it. Key select is invalid. Okay, I might be doing that the wrong way. If it is a .reg key, though, I should just be able to go ahead and double-click it and run it. Maybe I am doing something wrong. Let's just copy the text block and see if we can go ahead and create a new file. Let's say mine.reg. Let's edit that with Notepad so we can slap in that data. There we go. Let's try that. Nope. Specify files not a registry script. You can only import binary registry files from within the registry editor. Maybe I am wrong in that. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. Let's just move on. That one does not seem to work for me. So let's try these services that we could go ahead and try and remove. Let me open up services. Cool. Oh, these are going to be by their like friendly name, not their actual name. So let's try and just use the command prompt to kill those. Bring that to the other side here. Yep. All right, so let's try to net stop to stop the service of win service. Oh, I had a typo. That should be WD. Access is denied. All right, let's try with this fella. Ooh, we got something more there. Following services are dependent on the Microsoft Defender Antivirus Network Inspection System driver. Stopping this will also stop these services. Do you want to stop them? Yeah. Oh, access is denied. Okay. Let's try to stop the next one. Access denied. Try to stop this next one. That one is not even started. Good enough. Let's stop this fella. That's not started either. Next stop is trying to remove the files and programs, things associated with Windows Defender. So let me go ahead and open up the File Explorer and get to that location. There we go. Let's just try. I hit Control-A on my keyboard to select everything. I'm going to hit Delete. You'll need administrator permission to delete this folder. I need admin permissions, so I can't do that as my threat actor. Oh, so next stop is trying to disable this with PowerShell, which we can go ahead and do. We just disable real-time monitoring, behavior monitoring, etc., etc., etc. So let me fire up PowerShell. And now these are all arguments to set MP preference. So I'm going to set MP preference. Let me type all of these out for you. Okay, I think I'm done typing all this out. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and save this in another file. That way we can, hey, maybe keep track of it or when we want to do this again later if we tried it as an admin. Let's just call it disable defender.txt, and that's fine. Let's run this command. And I don't have enough permissions to perform this requested operation. Okay, so that didn't work for me. Let's go see what else we can use. Looks like there are GitHub projects. Okay, we can go ahead and try these. Looks like there's a Jbara, Swagkarna, Qt-Kite, Defender Control, Windows Defender Remover, Defeat Defender, and Defender Control. Let's try these out. This is a tool which is used to remove Windows Defender in Windows 8, 10, and 11. There is a release here. This is the Defender Remover script to help you disable it. And let's see what this thing does. Run the app. That's all you have to do. All right. If we want to dive into the code, we absolutely can. Let's go ahead and grab one of the releases, though, and let's just blindly trust this thing because, hey, Defender Remover was blocked as unsafe by Microsoft Defender Smart Screen. Let's try and keep it anyway. Keep anyway. Because we're the hackers here. Couldn't download. Virus detected. Okay, so Edge would not let me download that. Let me try it with PowerShell again. We have curl now in Windows 11. Yeah. Actually, is curl.exe still a thing? Yeah, so we have both the PowerShell alias invoke web request and legitimate native curl. So let's use curl.exe on this fella. Can I output that to like defender.exe? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Is it in my current directory? It is. It is 0 bytes. So that did not seemingly want to download. Let's use that invoke web request one. paste that. We'll use out file, kill defender.exe. All right, that's pulling it down, and we can at least see it this time. Cool. How about you? Kill defender, you exist. All right, awesome. Let's fire up the Explorer and this directory so that way we can go ahead and run this thing. Kill defender.exe. Operation did not complete successfully because the file contains a virus or potentially unwanted software. Okay, so defender killed the kill defender killer. All right, good enough. Yeah. And that actually removed the file. It's gone now. Defender.exe. I must have downloaded that the wrong way with curl earlier. Is it tech capital O? No. I must have had that argument wrong. No sweat. We did it with invoke web requests, and that was still nerfed. So what else do we got here? We have this defender remover that we just tried. Powerful batch script to disable and completely dismantle Windows Defender. Cool. Let's see what this is. We have a run.bat script, and that's all it is. Run the script, that. Okay, so there is no release available for us. We just need to grab this run.bat script. Can I grab this? Let's do it. It was updated 5 minutes ago, so fingers crossed we got something good here. Wait, what does this all come from? Oh, this is for running a legitimate, like, malicious thing. Like you have entered the direct link of malware, and that will be A as a variable. So you try to download it into WinUpdate, and then you run it with PowerShell. That doesn't seem extremely useful. So you need admin credentials. Am I reading that right? Let me check this out. Run the script defender.bat. It will ask for admin permission. Okay, so that needs admin permissions. Great. Let's try this next one, because we would not be able to get past that from our threat actor perspective. Open source Windows Defender disabler. Now you can disable Windows Defender permanently. Working on Windows 11. Let's do this. This has a release. Okay, cool. Disable defender.exe. Blindly trust it. Blocked by Microsoft. Keep the file anyway. Couldn't download virus detected. Great. Let's go ahead and copy this and download it the old command line way. Let's do attack out file. We'll call that how about beat defender.exe. Downloading all that. There we go. Looks like it's still there. So let's go ahead and open that up here. I'm going to run beat defender.exe. Operation not complete successfully because the virus contains a virus. Yep. Because it is malware and Defender is kicking it. If I actually take a look at what security says for you, it's going to tell me, hey, virus and threat protection found. It has already gone ahead and killed these things. You might have saw it just for a second there. The most recent threat it removed, in which case my beat defender file is no longer present. So there's that. So, okay, thus far, of the resources that I have been shown, I am not seeing a way to bypass Defender or disable Defender from this. I do want to dive into this, hey, let's try it from that admin perspective, because obviously I think what the author and the individual putting this together was suggesting was that if you are running as an administrator, you can disable Defender. Truthfully, though, so what? In my mind, like you are admin. You can disable whatever antivirus. You can disable whatever third party. You could remove all the files. You're the administrator, right? It doesn't matter if it's WebRoot, Bitdefender, Norton, etc., McAfee. Like it doesn't matter, Windows Defender or not. It can still be killed if you are administrator. And if your threat actor jumps in your box, the hacker already gains access as the administrator, then you already have bigger problems. In my mind, I really struggle with pitching, hey, antivirus and Windows Defender is not good enough. It can easily be bypassed. When Defender is catching those bypasses or those things to disable it, I don't know where that comes from. For the sake of experimentation, we can go ahead and go try this as an administrator, and we'll go see, hey, will that allow us to do this? We can go through all these same steps, but I'm pretty sure it'll be okay because you're an administrator, right? So let me hop out of here. I'm going to go ahead and restart one more time so I can clear low priv session and log in just as administrator, and we'll try and speed run through some of that again. Alrighty, Windows 11 has spun back up. Let's go move into our local admin account, and we can try and go do some of those things that were suggested. Obviously, hey, let's go ahead and open up those settings in security. being the administrator, I can move into and change the settings for real-time protection and turn that off. Because I know the admin password, because I am the admin, okay, yes, I agree. But you can't do that from that low privilege foothold that an actual adversary might have getting onto the machine. If they break in and they are admin, right away, that's trouble. So with Defender turned off by the GUI, and honestly, hey, if we wanted to move into those program files, we could. As mentioned earlier, if you just wanted to Control A to select everything and press the delete button, yeah, you could totally do that. Let's do it. You need permissions from Trusted Installer to make those changes. So that won't let me do that. Even as an admin. There's a little bit more stuff that we can get into to showcase how that can be done later, but it requires a little bit more access to the machine, which a remote threat actor might not have. And we'll do that in another video if you guys are interested. So now let's get back to Edge and go see if we can try some of those GitHub commands. Oh, and here's Defender telling me, hey, your virus protection is turned off. My face is in the way. Thanks, Defender. All right, so back on this article, scrolling down, we could do the registry stuff, we could do the services stuff. We are admin, so that will all work just fine. In fact, we could probably go ahead and see if our PowerShell command will run. Let's do that before we move forward. I put that in C users low priv. Oh, because I'm admin. Oh, I'll be able to get past that UAC. Let's move into their desktop, and we have the disable Defender text file. Let's go ahead and fire up PowerShell. Paste that in. Don't have enough permission to perform this requested operation. Got to run it as an admin. So let's do ahead and run as admin. UAC gets in the way yet again. Slap that in. Theoretically, it worked, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and try some of these tools now. Let's grab the Defender remover. Oh, okay, accidentally clicked it twice, but was blocked as unsafe by Defender Smart Screen. Let's keep it anyway. Yep, don't care, keep it anyway. That should now be in my downloads, correct? Here's Defender Remover. Okay, Smart Screen's telling me malicious file, so ignore Windows malware and run anyway. Yep, let's try and kill that thing. Ooh, are you sure you want to remove Windows Defender? If you press yes, we'll remove Windows Defender and connected Windows security components. If you press N, we will disable Windows Defender and security components. You know what? Before I do this, let me probably reset our life here. I'm going to reopen security and see if Defender were on, would it be yelling about this thing? Because if they tried to kill Defender, obviously it would have to be on for it to be stopping Defender. So let me go ahead and get these back on. You wouldn't want to kill Defender or turn off Defender if it were already off, right? So, all right, now I've got my Defender remover tool, and Defender picks up on that. Face is in the way. Let me move me up here. Operation not complete successfully because the virus is a virus, right? Okay, can't run that one. If Defender were on, catches it, knows that's happening. Severe. And it deleted that file, so that is now gone. All right, that one didn't work for us. Defeat Defender. This was the batch file that you need an actual, another malware thing to run for us. Could I do that with a super simple, let's go to pastebin. How about that? Let's just create a, calc payload, because I do want to see this thing running. Let's run calc.exe. Create new paste. Give me that raw syntax. Here we go. So now I can run this run.bat script, right? Allegedly. Do I have to I feel like I have to download this whole thing. So let's download the whole thing. Download zip, defeat Defender. Oh, Defender caught that one. I can't even retry it. Okay. If I try to use the run.bat script itself, it's not going to do much other than download that. I mean, we can. But we can if you really want. Let's go put that on our desktop. Change the file extension so we can be run.bat. Super cool. Let's fire up our command prompt, move into the desktop, and we want to run run.bat, correct? Green text, so I'm super hacker mode now. And I want my pastebin link, which is right here. Raw, and there's my pastebin calc.exe. Slap that in. Your URL is that. Cool. File generated successfully. Run defeat defender.bat on target machine. Oh. Did I need defender.bat? Defeat defender.bat. I was looking at the wrong thing the whole time. Let me try this one. Let's put that here on my desktop. Defender.bat. We'll save it as all files so it maintains that file extension. Defender caught that one. Okay. Can I try and run it super quick? I'm still green hacker mode. Let me run defeat defender.bat. Display packages, type download, stay connecting. That died. Cannot run my win update. Well, you were in the wrong directory if you wanted to actually be over in start menu. So that didn't work. Defender caught it, but didn't really do anything with it. Can I still run that? Theoretically. Not doing anything. So maybe that one isn't that good. It's probably, hey, Windows Defender is in all reality probably tweaking out about some of this other shenanigans. However, it probably wanted me to host like an executable up at the top. So here's what I'll do. I'll actually go ahead and grab the netcat binary that I have in my repository for the Microsoft Felina vulnerability. So let me see if I can download that with this Defender kill script. So I want to use run.bat, paste in my n64.exe link, and that way we can go ahead and download netcat. That is something that Defender would flag because it is malware, right? That is file generated successfully. Now let's run defeat defender. Let's see. Also died. Oh, is it trying it again? What is happening? No. Okay, so it didn't put it where it thought it was going to put it. It would have put it in C users local admin over here in startup, but that is deleted. There's nothing there. If I run run.bat again with this correct link, will you whoa. Yeah, sorry. It probably didn't like those question marks because of batch just being batch. You know what I mean? Let's throw this in the startup folder and see if that's where it actually puts it, right? Your URL is there. File generated successfully, and Defender's flagging that. Okay. Not throwing it there. That is where it puts it. I'm reading that correctly, right? Go back to run.bat. Yeah, it puts it in startup in my app data. So that would have been where it was, but it did not have that. It might not even like the bits admin syntax. So, okay, we can cross that one off the list, even as admin. Defender control is the next one, right? Defender control. Disable defender.exe. Disable Defender was blocked as unsafe by Microsoft Defender Smart Screen. I am always in the wrong and worst location here. Let's try and keep this. Keep anyway. Couldn't download virus detected. Yep, Defender nerfing that again. Copy link. I'm in PowerShell here. So, this is administrator PowerShell though. Let me go back to my green hacker text. Let's do an invoke web request to download this. I grabbed like a part of the PowerShell syntax, and that was not what I wanted. So how about that? Good enough. Let's check out the out file. Let's call this disable defender.exe. Invoke web request. I need to be running PowerShell. All right, cool. So now I am back in PowerShell. Let's run this. Invoke web request will download it. Defender catches it. Nice. So that wouldn't even let me save it. Like if I open it on the desktop, disable Defender, sure, you're there, but can I run that? No. It's already killed by Defender. Let me do that one more time. I'll download. Defender is not happy with it. Won't let me run it. So that would not work. That would not disable Defender. Now, mind you, if Defender were off, had I turned it off, like as we have been doing, yeah, that would work. But you wouldn't be turning Defender off if Defender were already off. So let's try that fella. Needs UAC. Restarting with privileges. Windows Defender is currently off. Disabled Windows Defender. Press any key to continue. Okay. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. It does, hey, your virus and threat protection is managed by your organization. So you won't actually be able to open that up after you've done that. So it must have, hey, done some trusted installer shenanigans to eat it. But again, that would have been prevented had Defender been on, which is what you were trying to get around and circumvent. So I don't exactly see this as a viable route, personally. So that's about it, I think. Okay, I hope you got to see this thing in action now. I hope we got to walk through all those potential things that you might do to disable Defender from a low privilege user, which a hacker may hopefully, ideally, actually end up compromising if there is an incident or a breach, because you don't want them to have admins everywhere. You should not, by any means, have your users, have your employees, have your personnel be admins on all of their machines. That is bad. They should not be admins, and they would not be able to disable your security products because they will not be admins. If a threat actor gains control as an admin, yeah, they can disable your antivirus. They can disable whatever they want because they are admin. I think one of the rationale that was presented in this article, in this video, was that like, oh, Defender is often disabled because it is necessary for installing specific tools and other things that you might have as part of your stack and as part of your solutions, etc. That makes me scratch my head just as well. I don't think you really want to be using utilities or tools that need to have your antivirus and preventive security solutions disabled in order for them to run. I think we've seen that bite us in the butt and the whole industry pretty often, and that, oh, sure, yeah, okay, just add exclusions to your antivirus. But if you add an exclusion to your entire C drive, WTF, what's the point? You can put it in certain places, but that is something that a threat actor will enumerate and then, then disable Defender or antivirus because you've added the exclusion from that antivirus. With all that said, hey, I just wanted to bring this to you to offer another perspective with the show, not just tell. And you could see Defender is a formidable foe. You can't disable it all that easily right away. You can make some of those registry tweaks if you could kill some of the services, but you need either admin permissions or you need Defender to be off to be able to do that. In which case you shouldn't have it to begin with. The claim in my mind that sure you can disable it if you're an admin doesn't cut it for me, because you shouldn't have admins being what the threat actor or the hacker can actually latch onto. You know what I mean? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hey, again, please, I didn't mean to bring this as some bashing, as some combative thing. I just wanted to show, not just tell, and really get your eyes on it and see what's up. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do all those YouTube algorithm things. You know the drill, blah, blah, blah. I love you. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I'd love to get your feedback. What antivirus are you using? What security solutions are you got running around? And what do you think? Is Defender all it's cracked up to be? Are you on my side? Do you think it's pretty good? I think it's pretty good. I'll see you guys in the next video.